What are some of the use cases? We talked about what our use cases are, and actually we have a whole bunch more, but what are some of the cool use cases that you're seeing or that you're doing with ThreatConnect, I should say?
Yeah, so one of the things that we've really kind of taken a pretty big stance on, and I've alluded to it a little bit, is making analysts' lives better. So being that kind of intermediate layer across all those different security tools and allowing people to pivot very quickly. And one of the ways that we're doing that is by unifying a centralized point for alerts to go into, whether it be generated from a firewall, whether it be generated from a SIM, whether it be endpoint log, having that unification there. Well, that becomes a really challenging problem because they all send data differently. They're not all the same. They may not all be the same alert. And so how do you unify that in a way that means that your analysts can look at it, triage it, and know, hey, where's the originating source from? What tool do I need to drop into? Do I need to engage with other teams? What ticketing system do I need to go to be able to do that? And so now we've created this really interesting workflow through automation, which we have now migrated to all webhook based. There's no email. That's always been the traditional way to generate alerts for organizations, is through email. We're all doing it all through webhooks now, which means we no longer have reliance upon email services, no external email services for this. And it allows us to have that data ingested, unified, standardized, and then presented to the analyst and ThreatConnect cases. And it's really it's been the feedback we've gotten from our analysts is it makes things easy. No longer do you have to have 30 panes of glass open to monitor everything. You've got one centralized point to actually allocate off of and pivot. Doesn't mean that you're not going to end up with 30 panes of glass because you're going to be dropping in all these tools. But at 3 a.m, you don't have to have 30 different windows open to make that kind of investigation happen and see across all those different tools from kind of a quick glance. And so that's one of the things that we've really, invested a lot of time into to make sure that, we're standardizing those processes and standardizing those workflows, because it does become a source of truth. You have historical information, you have all this knowledge that exists there, and you can use that knowledge to bring new resources up to speed very quickly and help with their investigations as well. And then even transfer that data out of ThreatConnect into another ticketing system, depending on how you're engaging with your operational team or your clients or really anyone around that, and having that kind of presented directly out to those ticketing systems as well, all through a single click of a button. That's the best part about it. No longer do you have to copy paste. You just hit one button and it produces a ticket and notifies the end user, and it's all through one click of a button.
It's like a next gen SIM you've built here.
Yeah,
you're doing that. That's pretty cool. That's actually really cool that you're able to do that. Awesome. Well, Devin, thank you so much for your time today. Really excited about this and really appreciate all you're doing.
It was my pleasure. Thank you for having me.